You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers.
This is going to blow your mind. A startup company called BrainBridge announced today that they believe that they will be able to successfully perform a head transplant surgery in the next 8 years. The way that this would work is you would take a person with a perfectly healthy and active brain, but their body has cancer or paralysis, and transplant it to a brain dead donor body. What's crazy is that they said that by doing this, the person that's receiving the new body would still be able to maintain their memories, cognitive abilities, and consciousness. They say that the brain could last several hundred years if it had a good working body, and that might be a potential in the future, but that this would also give people with different ailments a second chance. The procedure is advanced and way over my head, but it uses robotics and AI technology to make sure that the precisions and refusing are exact. It's crazy because you have to wonder if somebody that was 6'4" will end up 5'6", or the other way around.
As far as we have come with technology, going to the moon, going to the furthest regions of the ocean, discovering all types of bacteria and microbes, one thing that you will never be able to do, human beings, and I want you to hear me closely, you will never be able to resurrect the dead. There is no way. There's not a piece of equipment on the face of this earth that can bring a spirit back to this plane of existence. Once you leave your physical body, that is it. They are constantly playing God, constantly trying to be this ethereal entity with the control over life and death, and it's impossible. You can't do it. I think it's fascinating how far we've come, and we are given a certain limitation to what we can do. All things are possible through Christ who strengthens us. Once a body is gone, or once the spirit is disconnected from the body, we do not have the power to bring that person back to the land of the living. What I thought was interesting about this particular video was the fact that you can give us the hope or the impression that we can live on longer, that we can escape judgment. This piece of technology suggests that it doesn't matter how defeated you feel, disease, viruses, poor decisions, maybe untimely accidents that puts you in a life or death situation. This offers you the chance to live on, even if your body is no longer able to carry the part of you that makes you into the next day by transferring your entire brain. This portion, you can take this and put it on an entirely new body and still retain your thoughts, memories, what made you who you are, and all that. It keeps everything that you were and takes it and puts it on another vessel. And I would go as far as to say, I believe a lot of people, they look at that and they probably have hope. They probably feel as if this is my way of never dying. This is my one chance to actually live forever. And I can understand nobody wants to die. This isn't what you think it's going to be whatsoever. The person that you are now, you're not going to be that person then. Your spirit is going to leave this world and go wherever God decides for it to go. Your body will still be here, or your brain, but this portion of you can never be in sync or be complete without the spirit. The spirit man is you. Your soul. That is you. And maybe it's just me, but for whatever reason, I look at this and I can't help but think like this is some form of demonic practice for whatever reason. I could be wrong on that, because it's like you can't have the soul or the spirit go to heaven or hell and then have the brain still here alive. Because what is the body operating off of? How does the body live without energy? It's no different than a car or a remote control. Everything has to have electricity running through it, some form of energy running through it. So what's going to be operating the body? Is it going to be running on a battery? What type of energy is going to be feeding this vessel? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to be your spirit. There's no way in the world that you can transfer a spirit and the brain into another body. No one has that power to do that. So I'm curious what y'all think about this. Would you spend your last hard-earned dollar on this? Would you risk it? Would you dare tamper with this? As tempting as it sounds, I'm good. I ain't messing with it. And on top of that, I guarantee it will cost you in your entire house to even remotely think about doing that. I'll pass.